Hello everyone, welcome back to another video on my YouTube channel. So today in this video, I'm going to teach you how you can actually set up context engineering workflow using GitHub Copilot Chat in VS Code. So first, when you open your project using VS Code, you're going to see the UI something like this. On the right side, you can see we have GitHub Copilot Chat where you can actually give prompts to the Copilot and it is going to do whatever you asked for. So the first step when you're setting up the context engineering workflow in your VS Code using the GitHub Copilot Chat is to create the Copilot instruction file. So on here you can see I have created a copilot-instruction.md file. It is a markdown file which contains instructions about your project. These instructions are very specific to your particular project. For example, what kind of code you have in your project, or where actually all the code is located, and what are the key flows in your project. In this particular file, now you can see I have specified about architecture and structure, module organization, key data flow, global state management, critical patterns and conventions that I followed in this particular repository. So whenever you are creating a Copilot instruction file for your project, you should also consider these. In this Copilot instruction file, it is always recommended to mention about your project files or documentation, or where all the source code is located and what are the key patterns that you follow in your particular project. So once you have created the Copilot instruction file, you can also create instructions for your project. These instructions are particular instructions. For example, if you are following a specific coding pattern, then you can mention those patterns in that particular instruction, or the best practices that you are following in your project, or the best practices for the programming languages can be specified in the instructions file. In here, I have one develop.instructions.md. Again, it is a markdown file. In here, I have specified instructions for developing a particular feature in this particular project. You can also have your own instructions like this. Now the third thing is prompts. These are like one-shot prompts that you are going to give it to the GitHub Copilot chat and it is going to do something. So in here I have created one prompt called git commit prompt. Again, it is a markdown file. It contains instructions on what it's supposed to be doing. So in here you can see I have the git commit prompt, which basically adds all the changes and then commits those changes. So this is a git commit prompt. So whenever I use this git commit using hash git commit, so on here you can see now I have the git commit prompt. So using this I can actually add all the changes and commit those changes on that particular branch. Currently I do not have any changes, so I'm not doing anything. So this is regarding prompts. And in here you can see I have custom agent. You can also create your own custom agents using again markdown files. So you need to create one custom agent under agent file under .github folder. So in here you can see I have a lot of instructions for this particular custom agent. So this agent is called issue fixer agent, which basically understands the requirement from the, or understand the bug description from the user, and it tries to fix the issue by itself. So in here I have now agent, but I can also choose this issue fixer agent. So if I choose issue fixer agents, all these instructions are loaded automatically to the Copilot. So now if you wanted to create all these files for your project, you don't have to manually go here and create copilot instructions.md file and add all the instructions by yourself. You can click on this settings button, configure chat. Once you clicked on that button, over here you can see there are a couple of options: custom agents, prompt files, chat instructions, generate chat instructions, MCP servers, tool sets, and chat settings. If you wanted to create a custom agent like I have the issue fixer agent, you can click on custom agents and it will guide you to create a custom agent. For example, now I'm clicking on custom agents. Here you can name the custom agent. Here it is asking do you want to create a new custom agent? Yeah, I want to create a new custom agent. Where you wanted to create the custom agent? I wanted to create the custom agent under the agents. So agents, here you need to give a name to the custom agent. For example, I wanted this to be a plan agent, so I have given the plan as name to that agent. Now here you can see it has created this plan agent, and here you need to provide the description for that particular agent, and here you need to provide all the instructions that the plan agent should do. For example, if you wanted it to just do the planning in a particular order or in particular manner, or you wanted to read some description from task and do the planning accordingly, then you can also mention that over here. Also, if I click on this one, uh, here you can see we have prompt files. This one is used for creating prompts. So if I click on this one, again it is asking, do you want to create a new prompt? Yeah, I want to create a new prompt. Where you wanted to create a new prompt? Again, I wanted to create the new prompt under prompts. Now I can give the name to the prompt, so I can say git pull. Now it is asking to which particular agent it should apply. So it should apply to the agent, and here you can specify the instructions for that particular prompt. So this is how you can create prompts. And if you wanted to create chart instructions, you can click on chart instructions. It is again going to create these kind of instructions. Like for example, if you don't have the Copilot instructions markdown file, first you can come over here and you can click on generate chart instructions. It is going to create the chart instructions for you. These are again some of the tools related to MCP server. If you have MCP servers, you can use those. You can also check what are the tools that are available. Like if you click on tool sets, you can also combine different kinds of tools. All the Copilot instructions that I have used for my project will be located in this particular GitHub repository called Git module. I will also provide the link of that repository in the description below. So if you wanted to write those instructions, or if you wanted to take inspiration for your own instructions, you can also check this repository. If you like this video, I think you should consider subscribing to my channel, and I am going to upload a lot of videos like this in the future on this channel, so you should definitely consider subscribing.